This is a golden carrot, Minecraft's best food source, at least according to you guys. But if that is the case, how come no one's farmed them on a massive scale like other crops? Well, that's simple. They don't grow. But they do provide the most saturation. So that's why I'm on a mission to farm 1 million golden carrots in 24 hours. My first attempt went pretty well. I found a village nearby, made an iron farm, built a villager breeder, and farmed ender pearls in the nether. I almost died after I made a zombie pigman mad, but I survived long enough to raid a bastion and started trading with piglins, until I got knocked into lava by a hoglin, ending the run. In my second attempt, I found a shipwreck with a buried treasure map, which made me happy until I fought a drowned and drowned. Attempt 3 started with me getting diamonds, like that was the first item I got in the world, so I made a diamond sword and found a villager outpost. I found some Malays trapped inside and killed one, which made me sad, so I ended the run. Attempt 4 was going pretty well until I died in a bastion. That was just a skill issue. But I had gone through hundreds of worlds, with most of them having bad spawn points, and I didn't want to ruin my chances of completing the challenge by bad luck. So I went online and found a seed that would spawn me next to a blacksmith, beginning the official run. I began my world by basically speedrunning, looting the blacksmiths as fast as possible, and began working on a small iron farm by ENX04. This will allow me to trade for emeralds later on so I can upgrade my gear, but to trade, I need villagers. So I began work on a villager breeder, which is step 1 of my plan to craft all 1 million golden carrots. But for now, I'll just craft 3. Step 2 is to beat the game, but why? Well, my plan is to kill the dragon, so I can get an elytra. With an elytra, I can get from point A to point B much quicker, which will help me farm golden carrots much faster in the long run. It'll all make sense soon, I promise. So I made a portal under the iron farm and entered the nether. No shot. Actually, no shot. There's no way. Well, that was easy. I also found a bastion where I found a ton of gold, as well as a netherite ingot, which will play an important role later. The last thing I picked up were some bone blocks so I could get the villager breeder going. But that quickly wraps up hour 1, and if I want to win the challenge, I have to pick up the pace, which I did the exact opposite of. Remember that gold I got in the bastion like 10 seconds ago? Well, I was hoping I could use it to trade for ender pearls since I didn't have any carrots to upgrade anyways, but somehow I managed to use up all of the gold just to get 9 ender pearls. Wait. 10 ender pearls. At this point, I was getting impatient, so I decided to just make 10 eyes of ender for now and find the stronghold, hoping that I could find the extra pearls I need along the way. Little side tangent here, but strongholds are much further down than they used to be, and I even ended up breaking an eye when checking to make sure I was digging down in the right spot. Broke, dude. I swear. This is gonna be like a 2-eye portal, and I could have gone through if I hadn't been impatient and thrown one. Dude, I called it. I literally called it. How? I literally could have gone to the end right now had I not been impatient, dude. In my defeat, I made a portal so I could get here faster later on, and... Dude, no. No, 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 no. Oh, God. No. No. Not after all this. Give me. There you go. Back at base, I found a perfectly upright shipwreck that was next to the village, which led me to some buried treasure. So, with regained confidence, I went back to the nether, got the ender pearls I needed, and entered the end. Dude, that scared me so bad. That was my first shot? Nope. You are not getting me, Enderman. Nah. I can take crap from the dragon, but if you try to give me crap, Enderman, nah, we're gonna have problems, okay? Whoa! I'm more scared of the Enderman than I am of the dragon. Perching. Take the shot, and then we just hope for the best, right? Aw, dude, that was so anticlimactic. I wanted to have like a bunch of beds. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do that. Cool. Gnarly. Looting the smallest end city I've ever seen that has a ship, I got myself some more diamond armor and of course the elytra. So now step 2 of my plan is complete. I could go out, try to find more end cities, but I don't... Okay, I mean, if you're insisting, you are right there, and there's a gateway portal literally inside the end city. I mean, if you're insisting, I might as well. And after looting part of the second end city, it's time for step 3, getting prot 4 armor. Again, it'll make sense later. There were some villagers in the breeder, so I dug out an area for them to roam around in. And after killing some creepers so I could fly, I expanded the villager breeder and started unlocking some iron trades to get my first emeralds. I ran out of iron pretty quickly, which prompted me to build a second iron farm and got myself some diamond tools. My elytra did end up breaking though, so I sat around and waited for a villager to get me mending. So while I'm doing that, let me tell you about today's sponsor, me. I recently launched my Patreon page where you can find behind the scenes footage, world downloads, schematics, and access to patron exclusive channels in my Discord server. I'm also thinking about starting a video editing series on my Patreon where I analyze previous videos I've done, what music I use, tips and tricks, stuff like that. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, consider becoming a patron. The link is in the description. To finish upgrading my gear, I went back to the stronghold to get books and looted the rest of the end city to get more diamonds, allowing me to make an enchantment table. I got some good enchantment enchantments on my sword and made a small pumpkin farm nearby, which will make more sense later on. And using a looting book I got from one of the villagers, I finished upgrading my sword and went to the nether to hunt down wither skeletons. Oh, dude, first try. Literally first try. How? Once I had 6 skulls, I used the bottom of the end portal to kill both withers. And once I returned home, I finally maxed out my armor and used the netherite ingot I got from the bastion to upgrade my sword. Meaning now it's time to move on to step 4, building a raid farm. And now I can finally reveal my master plan. You see, when you upgrade a farmer villager to master, you can trade emeralds for golden carrots. But if I want to trade for 1 million of them, I need hundreds of thousands of emeralds, and the only way to get that many is by building a raid farm. But raid farms can be dangerous, and since this is hardcore mode, I couldn't risk dying, which is why I spent so much time upgrading my armor. The raid farm I'm building is designed by They6, which requires a surprisingly small amount of materials, so I was quickly able to get to it. However, the build process was pretty slow, since I had no idea how to properly use Lightmatica and didn't even consider going layer by layer until I already had built a good portion of the farm. I honestly lost a ton of time here, and the villagers didn't exactly make my job easier. However, I eventually completed the build and added the beacons for strength 2, regeneration, and resistance. Heading to a nearby pillager outpost, I got the bad omen effect and ran the farm long enough to calibrate the storage so I only get emeralds and a few totems. That covers the emeralds, but what about the villagers? Well, if you remember back in hour 1, I built a villager breeder, which I later expanded on in hour 4. So now I have a humanitarian problem. As for trading with them, I built a massive villager trading hall and used the iron from both iron farms to make a rail line down to the mosh pit. Keeping the villagers in minecarts makes them easier to transport, and I have no other use for this iron. So for anyone curious what a million items in Minecraft looks like, this is it. Oh, wait. And those are very important too. But 1 million items in Minecraft looks like this. So I need to fill roughly a third of this with emeralds to get all the golden carrots. Now that I have a place to store the items, I started upgrading the villagers and traded for my first golden carrots. Well, my second golden carrots. Da, 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 da. Anyone else hear that? Is that just me? I eventually reached a point where I couldn't trade fast enough to keep up with all the villagers I had, so I ended up leaving a lot of the trading hall empty. Even so, I was getting tons of golden carrots and losing all my frames in the process. Yeah, it turns out that hero of the village makes villagers throw items at you, and that combined with the experience orbs, along with the villagers themselves, and the minecarts they're in, leads to a lot of entities. Don't worry, later on I eventually realized I can just stand on the trapdoors to pick up all the XP, and the villagers don't throw items at me when I do that, so I'm not constantly playing at 8 frames per second. But I need to be honest here, everything up to this point has taken much longer than I anticipated, and I'm already in hour 17, meaning I only have 7 hours for my plan to unfold, and hopefully I don't die in the process. I wish I could say everything in those hours went as smoothly as it looked, but I had a few mishaps with the villagers. More often than not, the villagers raised their prices crazy high, with some going up to 6 emeralds per trade, or more. I didn't really help my case when I killed a villager that wandered in from the breeder, since that just made the others raise their prices even more. I did end up adding more villagers to the trading hall to try to make up for it, but that only meant that I had to spend more time upgrading them. But hey, at least I got to use some of the pumpkins from my pumpkin farm. Oh yeah, it turns out you can level up villagers without needing pumpkins, so all those pumpkins I gathered ended up just sitting in the chest for like 8 hours. But now it's time for the final hour, and I think I'm starting to go a bit crazy. Michael Jackson is not in this song, but I added him because he's kind of cool too. Blanket is not my kid because I am not Michael Jackson, but I am kind of cool too. Moving on, I switched over to plan B, which I called plan broke. Before this, when a villager had raised his price above 2 emeralds, I would close the trapdoor and later see if the prices went down. But since it's the final hour, I wanted to be trading at all times, so I let myself spend up to 4 emeralds per trade. This depletes my emeralds faster, but at least I can get more golden carrots in the long run. By the way, I'm not sure if this is relevant, but it is day 100 now. If it was a 100 days video, my time would be up. Luckily, it's a 24 hours challenge video, so I still have 10 minutes left. If these villagers will stop scamming me for the next 10 minutes. Bro, they're all charging me 6 emeralds. Plan broke is going too far. They're all scamming me. Okay, you suck, but I'm gonna trade with you. Oh no, this is it. About to be out of emeralds. Oh no, a little bit more. We're almost done. We're almost done with the challenge. All right, I gotta empty my inventory of emeralds, and I think that might be it. Oh no, that's it. That's totally it. Yep, that's it there. Okay. Pumpkins. Wait. Where's my pumpkins? Where are my pumpkins? Pumpkins. Okay. I can come over here. And 2 pumpkins. 2 pumpkins for emeralds. Yep, pumpkins for emeralds. Have a pumpkin for free, I guess. I don't know. I have another stack of emeralds. I have another stack of emeralds. Please, let me trade. Let me trade. Let me trade. Someone trade with me, please. Nope. Nope. Wait. 2. I can take that. Wait. 1. Yes, I can take 1. 1. 1. And 1. And the sun is setting. It is day 100. That's not the challenge. Time played 1.00 day, and it's on day 100. I did a 100 days and a 24-hour challenge at the same time. They lined up perfectly. That wasn't even on purpose. The time is up. So I'm putting all of these in here, and then we will measure to see how many. Did I have exactly enough inventory space for that? That was kind of cool. Hold on, watch. That's cool. We were at this chest right here, so I'm gonna put a shulker box there. I'm actually gonna put the line of shulker boxes just here. We didn't touch the creeper hole, but we made it here. So out of all the chests, we made it to we made it to that. So made it to about a quarter of the way. Okay, yeah, that's fantastic. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I mean, look at this place. Look at all that I've done in this world. I made 2 iron farms, this monstrosity of a villager breeder, and then this monstrosity of a concentrate. I made a trading hall, and then I made this massive chest monster to store 1 million items. I didn't even touch the chests on the end. All right, it's time. The moment of truth. Statistics, items, times crafted, 226,470 golden carrots. Not even a quarter of the way to 1 million.